Hello and welcome to this video about the Green Revolution in India. The Green Revolution was a pivotal moment in India's history, transforming the country's agriculture and economy. Through the introduction of high-yielding crop varieties, the expansion of irrigation systems, and the use of fertilizers and pesticides, India was able to increase its agricultural productivity and become self-sufficient in food production. In this video, we will explore the impact of the Green Revolution on Indian agriculture and economy, as well as the challenges and controversies that it faced. We will also examine the lessons learned from the Green Revolution and how they continue to inform agricultural policy in India and other developing countries around the world. The Green Revolution was a period of significant agricultural development in India that occurred between the 1960s and 1980s. This revolution was characterized by the introduction of high-yielding varieties of crops, the expansion of irrigation systems, and the use of fertilizers and pesticides. The impact of the Green Revolution on India's agriculture and economy was immense and has been the subject of much study and debate. The Green Revolution was initiated by the Indian government in response to the country's food shortages and growing population. In the 1950s, India was facing a severe food crisis, with a growing population that was outpacing the country's agricultural productivity. The government realized that the country needed to increase its agricultural output to meet the growing demand for food. The first step in the Green Revolution was the introduction of high-yielding varieties of seeds, such as dwarf wheat and rice, which were developed in Mexico and the Philippines. These new varieties of crops were resistant to pests and diseases, grew faster, and produced higher yields than traditional varieties. To promote the adoption of these new seeds, the Indian government launched a series of programs that provided farmers with subsidized seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation facilities. The government also established research institutions, such as the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, to develop new crop varieties and improve agricultural practices. The impact of the Green Revolution on Indian agriculture was significant. Crop yields increased dramatically, leading to a surplus of food production. India went from being a country that was dependent on food imports to becoming a self-sufficient nation. The country's food grain production increased from 50 million tons in the 1950s to 250 million tons by the 1990s. The Green Revolution also had a significant impact on India's economy. The increase in agricultural productivity led to a decrease in food prices, which helped to reduce inflation and improve the purchasing power of the poor. The surplus food production also allowed India to export food to other countries, generating much-needed foreign exchange. However, the Green Revolution also had some negative consequences. The use of fertilizers and pesticides led to environmental degradation, soil erosion, and water pollution. The high-yielding crops were also more dependent on irrigation and fertilizers, making them less suitable for rain-fed agriculture. The Green Revolution also exacerbated inequalities in Indian society. Large landowners and farmers with access to irrigation facilities and credit were the primary beneficiaries of the Green Revolution, while small and marginal farmers were often left behind. Despite its limitations, the Green Revolution remains a landmark period in India's agricultural history. It transformed the country's agriculture, led to significant economic development, and helped to alleviate food shortages. The lessons learned from the Green Revolution continue to inform agricultural policy in India and other developing countries around the world. Thank you for taking the time to explore the Green Revolution in India with us. We hope that you found this content informative and engaging. If you would like to learn more about India's agricultural history, or if you have any questions or comments about this video, please feel free to leave a comment or subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Remember, the lessons learned from the Green Revolution continue to inform agricultural policy in India and other developing countries around the world. By understanding the impact and challenges of this period, we can work towards a more sustainable and equitable agricultural future. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.